I'm honestly kind of torn about it, but Oda just dropped some big news. Oda, Shueisha, whatever. We just got some big news in regards to One Piece Film Red. I don't know. I just wanted to bring it to you guys because I'm not sure how I feel. I just said that. Okay, let's move on. First, by now, you guys should know One Piece Film Red is a new film by Oda. Oda apparently is a lot more involved than any other film in history because, well, I guess that's part of the news. This is a new film that should be releasing in August. Right next, well, August of this year. Shit, we are in 2022. The year is flying by. August of this year. And so we've been getting more and more news, and it should be a Shanks film. And initially, it was stated that it's going to be a lot of canon material, right? And there are going to be some characters in this film that are spicy, right? That's all I can say right now, right? Just know that I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, to the news. My source I'm going to use is the library of Ohara.com. My guy Artur. I've been calling this thing Arthur for the longest, but it's Artur, right? I believe, at least. Shout out to my guy. So you dropped the news that's been floating around. If you want to find it, link in description. If you want to read it on your own. If you just want to hear me go through it and just explain my thoughts, you can just kick back and do your thing. We're about to go through all of it, and it's about to be a good time. So here we go. For One Piece Film Red, Toei producer Shinji Shimizu has opened up about details for the upcoming One Piece film Red. Okay, so this is where he goes into how Oda has been the most involved with ever and whether it's canon or not. We'll start here. It says Shimizu believes this is the movie Oda has been the most involved with, more than even Strong World, right? Which was the one he was most involved with in the past, believing this will make Red a higher grade film. He mentions that Oda acts as an executive producer, character designer, and script reviser. How does this make me feel? I really like Strong World, but I like Film Z more. Oda wasn't as involved with Film Z, so that doesn't necessarily translate to a better film. I like Film Z more than Strong World, or I like Stampede a bit more than Strong World, to be honest with you, but I'm intrigued by Oda being involved a bit more. Not gonna lie to you. Next, it says the movie will be a separate story from the main series continuity, but Shimizu suggests through Oda we might find out some things about Shanks and that we will get to know more about his secrets, suggesting that the movie events will seemingly be non-canon to the timeline, but canon information reveals may be featured. Shimizu says that for Oda, the movies are just as important as the manga itself. So, as I expected. In my One Piece Film Red debut video, I said this is to be expected. I talked to Yonko Productions about it. Yonko is more in the know about these things. He basically said the same thing. It's going to be a lot of canon elements, but the full movie probably wouldn't be as fully canon. People have some qualms because a lot of people did not really enjoy the fact that Laugh Tale was revealed in a movie, or Aokiji, different things like that. I like this because it gives me more incentive, I guess, to go watch this movie. I was gonna go anyway, but now I'm really excited. It was a Shanks movie, but now I'm like, okay, canon stuff. Even though the timeline isn't in regards to series continuity, I think they're missing the mark with that. The canon movies, man, Demon Slayer, I think they just did something amazing. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, right? That movie I heard is going crazy, and those movies were canon, fully canon. One Piece, y'all gotta get with it, bro. It does not have to be something that's within this timeline. It can be something from the past. Film rocks. Garp and Sengoku and Tsuru, their ascension, it could be that. That could be a movie, and everybody will go see it. I promise you, everybody will, because we're so interested in the past. Bro, we can have a story about Roger and his growth coming through the world. Everybody's gonna go see it, because 1 is Roger, 2 is fully canon, and it's gonna have some of our favorite characters in the story. We might even see Kong. Kong might even become a character. Now, I'm seeing some backlash to this because some people are saying, Oda, you keep taking things from the main story, put it in the story. Well, Oda thinks that the movies are part of the story. That's part of the story of One Piece, which I agree with. I'm absolutely for Vivid cards. I'm absolutely for the SBSs. I'm absolutely for the magazines. I'm absolutely for every extra information we can get because it is filling in gaps that I would like to know. Of course, I would rather it be in the story, but some things logically, it just doesn't, it can't fit. It's not enough time. So I'd rather get it than not get it at all. I say that, ideally, you'd like for it to be in a story, but based on where we are now, it gotta be from different outlets. And if it can be in a movie quality, so be it. Shanks, come on, bruh. Give it to me. Shimizu says he had pitched a Shanks movie to Oda several times in the past, but Oda was against it since he wanted to keep those plans to the manga. However, for the 25th anniversary, Oda finally accepted to make this movie, though he requested Luffy remain the main character and that a female character was featured. Oda loves Luffy. I was gonna say he has a hard-on for Luffy. That's why Luffy's rubber. But I think a movie without Luffy would do just as well, or not featured around Luffy. Doesn't have to be. The One Piece story is so vast. We are so in love with so many characters that if we get one of our faves, we will follow the story. The story arcs can be mildly involved. Luffy can be involved, but not centered around him. Luffy doesn't have to be the main character in everything revolving around One Piece. He does not. One Piece is big enough to sustain another character carrying a film, and Shanks is the perfect character to do that. This is something when I read it, I was like, come on, bro, come on. Luffy could have been involved. He doesn't have to be the main character of every single movie. It's a movie, it's not even canon. You know what I'm saying? Luffy's Oda's baby, right? That's who he's crafted everything around. The whole story, it thrives off of Luffy's personality, that character. So I get it, I understand it. It's just, as a fan, you know, you want what you want, but I understand it. The female character part, Oda, you know, progressive, I get you, I feel it, I understand it. I did read something before that Oda said he's always been focusing on old men, and every movie seems to, you know, feature an old man because that's interesting, like these old legends. Now he probably wants just a young girl that's being a part of it, so I get that. It also goes on to say Oda wanted a famous director for the movie that wasn't from Toei and might not necessarily be familiar with One Piece. Shimizu proposed Goro Taniguchi to Oda's team, as he made the original first One Piece OVA despite not being part of Toei. So it's an old One Piece OVA that's been going around that was made by this guy, Goro Taniguchi, and is the perfect person to do it, right? Not involved with Toei. And that's interesting that Oda doesn't want somebody from Toei. I guess he doesn't want bias included. I don't know. He wants somebody that's not as familiar, or maybe, just maybe, Oda is also tired of Toei shit. Did we think about that? But this person is familiar because they made the first One Piece OVA. I guess he wants it to be unique, like a separate thing from what you normally see with the anime. Interesting. I'm intrigued. It goes on to say because One Piece is marching towards its end, there's not many more movies they can make, so Oda got personally involved to create a unique product that will satisfy both fans of One Piece as well as those who haven't seen the series before. They are hard at work to try and distribute the movie to as many countries as possible. I missed something. There's also something in here that says, in previous films, the story was often centered around Luffy facing a powerful adversary that he would take down through intense combat. However, in this movie, things will be a bit different. That intrigued me. We are going a different route, where it's not just going to be Luffy beating the final boss. That's cool. It can be revolved or centered around Luffy, but Luffy doesn't have to be the guy taking down the final guy. Which, Film Z, technically, he didn't finish the final guy. But I don't want to spoil people that have. What? If you haven't seen Film Z, what is wrong with you? For reals. But yeah, that's something that's interesting because Shanks is going to be involved. There are a lot of good things, great things to like here, but there are things that you gotta kind of, I don't know. Right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oda being more involved, you gotta love it. Oda created a story and him trying to go out of his way to make it more unique. You know, it's great. I don't think this is the final One Piece movie at all. I think we have at least 2 or 3 more left, in my opinion. I think movies are gonna come out after One Piece is over. Movies, specials, OVAs, all this different stuff. But I love the direction, trying to give something different, something fresh. Would have been so much more fresh if it was a canon story, right? Outside of the One Piece story, but canon in regards to material that we would be getting. But either way, I'm intrigued. Do I agree with the naysayers or people that are critical of the series saying Oda put everything into the story? No, because it's not possible at this point. We're too far gone. There's too many things we still don't know that can be like squeezed into the story because we're not gonna like how it's done. So some things I agree, just throw them into the story, but some things just can't. You just can't do it. They're saying that he's going to try to satisfy One Piece fans and fans that haven't seen One Piece before. I think that's always the balance, the delicate balance, to satisfy the people that's been watching One Piece for 20 years and people that's been watching One Piece, you know, for a year. They just heard about One Piece through the One Piece live action, right? They're like, well, One Piece, I'll give this a try. So you try to find that delicate balance. So I think that's something they're always trying to do. So that's not surprising. Yeah, I really hope this can get distributed really soon. I'm really not sure if it's going to be a simultaneous release, so we're going to get it August, but if we can, that'd be spectacular. Stupendous. And I did say the next time a movie's released, I'm either gonna vlog or do like public interviews before and after the film at whatever theater. Probably go to like 3 different movie premieres and then 3 different theaters and just do some public interviews, ask people about the movie or just about One Piece in general. I don't know, because you know, COVID's still going on. But I don't know, that might happen. But guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you expect from the film? All this information, how do you feel about it? Let me know, and make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Okay, I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.